today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the New York Giants.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. Joined by Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin with you as always for another NFL season. Exciting to get this thing going once again, CD. And we found ourselves saying this for several seasons now, but the Tennessee Titans and their fans wondering, is this the year? Can they get over the playoff hump? And the long road to those playoffs begins here today against the New York Giants.
If we go back to last season, we certainly think this is a favorable matchup for the Titans, right? Because they were 12-5, the #1 seed in the AFC for the first time since 2008, before being upset at home by Cincinnati, who went on to the Super Bowl. The Giants, well, last year was just abysmal, 4-13, and they've only made the playoffs once since winning it all in 2011. So let's face it, history, right now it's on Tennessee's side, but it's still opening day, and optimism reigns for both teams.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 74 yards. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away, because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Jones fakes the give. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That pass taken in by Burks. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Draw play. This is Henry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Chigakakwo.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Sterling Shepard's in his 7th season with the New York Giants, and his #1 goal for this one, stay healthy for the full 17 games. After that, he wants to post his dependable 60 catches a season he's been averaging throughout his career. That's one catch there, and it's good for a first down.
Here's Jones on first down. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
They'll set up a throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
Basically, fit right in to a crowded Titans front seven. 9 sacks, matched his career high, with 4 in the last 5 games to help Tennessee win their division.
And that'll be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again.
This is Phillips yet again.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he lands taken down at the 21.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Amon-Ra St. Brown, over 200 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacoby Brissett, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game that's going back and forth, oftentimes teams get really conservative because they don't want to make a mistake. But after that return, I think the offense coordinator just took a deep sigh of relief and said, okay, I can open up my playbook now. Let's see if he attacks.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw here.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8. Coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox from 10 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Danico Autry in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Thornton.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Bolnick's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's 2nd half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had 1st-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Taylor on first down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Taylor. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
2nd and 20.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Play action, now Taylor.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Now a handoff to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A solid stiff arm. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try the option on third down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From just shy of midfield, Taylor. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. To go again.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Titans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.